Welcome back, everyone, to episode 9 of our extended look at Final Fantasy VI. In the intermission between episodes, I did do a little bit of grinding just to get everyone learning. Let's try that again. I grinded a little bit so that everyone would learn the spells with the espers that I had equipped to them. In the case of Edgar, he learned all of these spells here. This was a pretty good one for him to learn because he learned all of those quickly, and while he was waiting for everyone to level up or gain their spells, he got a little bit of extra health, and he is kind of our tank character at this point. I did have Celes learn everything, including Thundara, which is a very good spell for her to learn. She is kind of supposed to be our magic user in the group. Locke learned everything except Cura. Cura, I'm probably not going to bother learning any more for him, simply because it's not that useful this early on. The Cure spell gives you about as much health back as the High Potion, and Cura costs an awful lot of magic in order to get most of your health back in one shot. Probably not worth the effort to learn all the way because it's not that useful to him at this point in time, or anyone else really. They are going to have to learn those spells eventually. But one of the things I neglected to mention in the previous episode was the fact that you do get other magicite that teaches some of the same spells as the very first ones that you get, and they actually teach them in a much faster period of time. In the case of Kieran, you only get 1 point for every AP that you acquire from winning a battle, versus you get 5 times as many points towards your completion for Cure, 3 for Regen, 4 for Poisona, and 5 for Libra. So Cura is a very long learning spell for Kieran, and you're better off just waiting until you find one that teaches Cura faster if you want to spread out the spells that everyone learns as wide as possible. So we're not going to bother sticking around to learn that one with Locke. And then Ketshi, excuse me, not Kate Sith, Ketshi, teaches 3 spells, and Cyan learned all of those. So let's go ahead and mix things up. We're going to go ahead and strip all of their espers. Oh, take that off. Esper, and then Esper, And then I think what we'll do is we're going to go back to Celes. We're going to give her the healing one. She already knows 2 of them. Again, Celes and Terra are the 2 magic users in the game that naturally learn magic over the course of the gameplay. There's going to be a handful of spells both of them learn without ever picking up an associated magicite to learn those spells. So she already knew 2 of these, but we'll get her to start learning the rest of them, Regen, Libra, and she will probably learn Cura. So we'll go ahead and put that one on her. And then I think the next choice would be who's going to learn Rama, and we're going to base that on who has the highest magic stat. Edgar is at 29, Locke is at 28, and I'm sure Cyan is the lowest of the group at 26, yeah. So let's go ahead and give Edgar Rama. And then we will give Locke. He can learn either Ketshi or Siren. Siren teaches, I believe, fire. And it's a very fast learning one, so let's go ahead and give that to him. And then, oh, wait a minute. Did he already have? Yeah, he did. So actually, we're going to have to swap those. We'll have Locke learn Ketshi and have Edgar learn Siren. And then he can sit on that for a while, and if he levels up, he'll get the bonus health, which he could definitely use. Also, during the intermission between episodes, I did go ahead and get the Kiku Ichimonji for Cyan so that he does a little more damage. And I think I had already done this, but I did pick up a Moonblade ring for Locke and put him in the back row. That way he can do damage from the back and gain the boost to his defensive ability by staying in the back, which is good because he doesn't carry a shield. With the Genji glove equipped, he does not have that left hand holding a shield, so his defense is a little bit lower. He's also one of the highest leveled characters right now in our entire party, so not a big deal there, but he now has the ability to attack enemies without taking damage himself. Plus, Mug still works. So if you do a Mug with those two weapons, the Moonblade Ring will still count as doing a long-range attack and get the full benefit of attacking. The Thief's Knife will not. And we may end up going ahead and just getting another Moonblade Ring, or Moonring Blade rather, and putting in the left hand because we don't need the additional chance to steal Thief's Knife anymore. Because I have Mug, so every attack is trying to steal. And just to keep her safe, I actually put Dragoon Boots on Celes. We're going to go ahead and take those off and put on an earring instead. She now has the ability to do some pretty hefty magic attacks. So it would benefit her to just stick it out and use magic for her primary offense at this point. I think that is it. We'll go back into town and see if we can get another moon blade ring. Moon, whatever it is. Moon ring blade. A boomerang of some kind. Which I can't even call it that because I think there is a weapon called boomerang in this game. There it is. Let's go ahead and buy another. I have plenty of cash. We probably don't need much in the way of items anymore. We can use magic to recover health. We can also recover some status effects. Poison, we have the ability to recover now. Let's go ahead and swap the Moonring Blade in. It does add a little bit of damage, but we also lose some of our evasion and some of our speed, which is a bad thing, but it's probably better that he can do all of his work from the back row and benefit from the extra defense. Anyway, let's go ahead and save. And something I should have done in the intermission between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and do my background save as well. Oh, I didn't save it. Hold on. Take two. There we go. And let's go ahead and head into Jidoor because there is a little story sequence we got to trigger, and we do it by going up into the house, the big mansion at the top of the hill. We have to talk to this gentleman right here. Impresario. Maria? Me? Sorry, I mistook you for someone else. Wow, you could pass for Maria in a heartbeat. Oh dear, we're really in trouble this time. Celes looks like Maria. She's like, what? I like that he does the pose, even though he wasn't the one who was being flattered. They have no idea who this Maria woman is, anyway. That man must have dropped this. That man is the director of the troupe that performs at the Opera House. Everyone just calls him Impresario. He's been in a tizzy ever since that letter arrived.
Dearest Maria, I've decided to take you as my wife, so I'll be coming to kidnap you, the wandering gambler. Who's this wandering what's-his-face?
Were you born on a farm, son? And this is our next party member. The absolute most useless character in the entire game. They gave him an absolute garbage ability, and he doesn't have any other impressive stats. I think he might be a little bit evasive, but that's it. A gambling vagabond who finds freedom from society's narrow views of morality aboard his ship, the Blackjack. Setzer. He's going to be one of our last resort characters that we don't really rely on for anything unless we have to. That would be Setzer, owner of the world's only airship, which is already a lie because there is another airship. If we had that airship, we'd have our way into the Empire.
Let's set up a meeting with this Setzer.
I haven't even figured out what I'm going to do for his voice. It doesn't matter because I'm not going to use him much. Maybe we'll, since he's on a ship that's kind of based on gambling or a card game, maybe we'll give him like a bad Cajun accent. Although it's really not going to work if he never says any like phrases that are mildly Creole or French. I don't need to save. Just go ahead. So we have to head south because the impresario headed back to the opera house, and that's where we need to go to find the next step of the story. Of course, all the characters that need to be in the back are in front, and all the front ones are in the back. And boy, I'm sure the Opera House is just heavily populated on a regular basis because it's so easy to get to. They didn't stick it all the way out at the far end of a continent with absolutely no shipping whatsoever that goes there. Just a genius of design. They say location is everything. Unfortunately, they decided on the absolute worst location in the history of man for this building. Look at this. Did they actually want people to go to the opera? Unfortunately, I don't believe that the flail that Celes is using counts as a long-range weapon. So sitting in the back row is not helping her when she does physical attacks. Not that I care. She's not there to do fighting. She's there to do anything else. All right. This might be a good spot to save as well, just in case. I don't think you're going to have the chance to skip any of the sections if you fail at any point during the opera. So you gotta get it right on one shot, or you have to redo the whole thing. Ah, it's you again.
We read that letter. So Setzer is coming to snatch Maria away?
He'll probably appear right at the climax of the first act. He loves to make an entrance.
All right, when he shows up, we'll jump out and nab him.
Dear me, no! You'll ruin the performance. I'll lose my job. But if you don't do anything... Oh, this is simply horrible. I want the performance to be a success, but I don't want Maria to be abducted. We're not giving up on this.
Let him grab her. We'll use a decoy. Once he's got her, we'll follow him right back to his airship. And if all goes well, we should be able to commandeer it.
I don't think you're going to be able to do any of that stuff. Are you mad? If anything should happen to Maria...
That's why we use the decoy. We can hide Maria someplace safe.
Come again?
You said Celeste looks like Maria, right?
Now, just a minute.
She could be our Maria. Well, let Setzer kidnap her and lead us to his airship.
Brilliant! I don't think she likes this idea. Hold on here. I'm a funeral general, not some opera floozy. Ow. Me, do, re, mi, fa. Hack, cough. Maria. Ouch.
That's the spirit.
I don't remember what I did for the Ultros voice.
I've I've got my own little surprise planned for y'all. Just like Setzer, it'll be lots of fun.
And of course, we're not going to see the letter.
Better get to work. We're not going to make our star out of you.
Well, we've got to make a star out of you.
We got to make a star out of you, Celes. Gah, is anyone going to read this?
I love that there's people who have learned how to sing all of the parts of this opera, even though you literally never hear anyone actually sing. I mean, you hear, like, the synthesizer version of a male and female vocal going, oh, during the song. Again, how do they have anyone attending this opera? If you see the upper, what do they call that? The mezzanine? There's no one there. It's the 3 party members that are not on stage and the impresario who literally just went out on the stage while he was up there with us. The war between the East and West was growing more violent by the day. I don't know if this is supposed to be yet to a beat. Draco, a soldier from the West, thinks of his love, Maria, back at home. All right, we'll do our best to actually hit the notes the way that they're supposed to sing them, but I don't think I'm going to succeed. Because he does sing everything, so does the female part. I apologize in advance for this, guys. Oh, Maria. Oh, Maria. My beloved, do you hear my words whispered in your ear? As if I were by your side. And I think we take over from here.
Yep. I'm gonna go check things in the dressing room.
Oh, I hope this works. Go on, give her some encouragement. Where art thou going? Thou should relax and enjoy the show. No, that's not what we do. We gotta go talk. Wah, 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 wah. At some point here, I'm gonna actually see the letter that, what's his name is trying to sneak to us. Hello. Whoa, he just gave her a once over. Yeah, you should be red in the face, dude. That's not cool.
Have you always been that pretty?
Locke, why did you stand up for me when you did?
Because I'm tired of standing by and doing nothing while I lose the girls I like.
Am I just a replacement for her?
That ribbon looks nice on you.
I have to go on stage soon. This next scene's an important one. Maria starts to worry that something's happened to Draco and pours her feelings into song.
Shouldn't you check the score one last time?
Yeah, we'll read the score. I'm going to miss some of these because they're not always easy to figure out, but you have to make sure you pick the right choice. When you go out on stage, you have like 2 or 3 lines that you can choose from each measure of the song. And if you pick the wrong one, the opera ends and you have to start the whole thing over. And I think you get like 2 or 3 tries, and then I can't remember what happens after that. You might have to just skip the opera altogether and just move on to the next part, but that's not fun. Problems. Okay. I'm the darkness. So pick the I'm the darkness. I don't think that's ever changed. To you, my evening star. Must my final vows. Okay. This is where you pick up the flowers, climb the stairs, and toss the flowers from the highest balcony. Be sure to finish by the end of the interlude. There isn't much time before you start of scene 2. Now, this is another aspect of it that you can actually screw up. You cannot go up on the stage too fast. If you go up too quickly, the game actually will say that you rushed the scene and you fail it. So they'll give you like a little guide. You have to follow a ghost that she's dancing with and then go up and do the final bouquet throw off the balcony. Yeah, I already did it. Okay, so as much fun as it would be to watch me have to redo this multiple times, we're going to save state. I'll do it on that one. And if I screw up somehow, we'll just restart this. All right, here we go. The Western armies were defeated, and Maria's castle fell to the hands of the East. Forced to wed the Eastern Prince Ralse, Maria still thinks only of Draco as she gazes at the starry night sky. I think that's what it said. I had to rush. Oh, my hero. My hero, my beloved, shall we still be made to part? I'm going too fast. I'm going to stop. Let her do it herself. The promises of perennial love, yet sing here in my heart. I'm the darkness. I'm the darkness. You're the starlight. Okay, people have said some things about this song that, or the music in the Game Boy Advance version of this game, that they didn't like it. They thought it was inferior to the Super Nintendo. The vocals are softer and they sound better. And I think they might have touched up this song a little bit more. Must my. Must my final vows exchange be with him and not with you. Were you only here to quiet my fear? Oh, speak, and guide me anew. And now we gotta go up to the top. And then there's gonna be a bouquet we gotta pick up, and we gotta dance with a ghost. There's the ghost. Talk to the ghost. Come, Maria, dance with me. You have to hit the marks as fast as you can, because once the song gets to a certain point, they're going to expect you to, oh, ha ha ha, get to the top. All right, so. Not yet. Now. Perfect. Got it. And I am thankful, my beloved, for your tenderness and grace. I see in your eyes, so gentle and wise, all doubts and fears erased. Though the hours take no notice, I'm shattering the song of what fate might have in store. Our love, come what may, will never age a day. I'll wait forevermore. A little star fell. Ooh. Uh-oh. Prince Ralse is looking for his dance partner. Please, leave the past behind. Our kingdom is part of the East now. That's the part where she turns around, drops an F-bomb on him. F your kingdom! We did it! I don't have to repeat that section. Meanwhile, back in the dressing room.
You were wonderful, Celes.
He was probably backstage tugging it. I don't think you can advance without picking up the letter, but yeah, you can.
I owe you guys one, so I'm gonna jam up your opera.
Ultros.
Uh-oh. Better tell the impresario.
Who now is just a lowercase impresario? Alright, so... might be able to do this in a couple seconds. It's not a bad idea to swap out a couple of relics with your party just to make sure that they all can avoid getting blinded. So... we're gonna change the Brigand's Glove for, let's see... do I have a jewel ring? I do. Nope, not that. Fairy ring. That's the one. Poison and fairy, but we also have tons of silver spectacles because Ultros can actually blind your party. And we'll put the Brigand Glove back on later, but now I'll be able to keep at least one person from going blind. And if I'm fast, I can actually swap out for all three of them. But we gotta go real fast. What? Meanwhile, on stage. The Western survivors attack! Impossible! Attack! I think they go on with more of the song. Wait! Oh, here comes the big heavy part. Maria. Oh, Draco! It does sound better than the Super Nintendo. Sorry, it just does. Alright, and this is the part where we take back over because we have to go stop Setzer and Ultros. Or just Ultros, I guess. But how is he planning to disrupt the opera? With that? Points up above stage. Mahaha! Let's see if Maria can shrug this off. Yeah, this is heavier than I thought. It's gonna take me 5 minutes to push this thing off.
We haven't a second to lose.
Talk to the stagehand in the room up on the right. He'll get you up there.
Leave it to us.
And quickly, all right, relics. Swap out Hermes sandals with silver spectacles, and come on, Hermes sandals again with silver spectacles. All right, so everyone will be covered from blind. And we lost, I don't know, 10 seconds there, but it's not going to be that close. Again, we don't need to put on sprint shoes ever because the game gives you a natural pair. Imperial sent you. Need help get up the catwalks? Lower the switch on the far right, but don't touch any of the others. Far right. And now we gotta go the other side of the stage. For reasons. Thankfully, no random encounters here, but once you get above stage, I think there are some rats that attack. There we go. Go to the top. Here's the door. And every single one of these rats is a fight. You can avoid some of them you cannot. Just attack. And flash. I don't know how much any of these guys do as far as damage. The important part is you get to Ultros before the time limit expires. If you don't, that's when you run into a problem. They replenish the rats! Alright, we'll do another flash. Might be better off using auto crossbow right now. But it's doing decent damage. Got another fight. I think it's the same type of enemy every single time. We'll just do auto crossbow. And absolutely do not waste time trying to charge up flurry, because that's just eating seconds that you don't have. This should be it. I hope. Yep, we're good. Game's not so devious to make you fight them multiple times. We have to go this way, so one more fight. We have enough time. We'll make it. Unless they start messing with us by having multiple rat attacks. Auto crossbow. Just do a quick fang. Again, the thing that really hurts Cyan early in the game is the fact that you can't learn any of his other Bushido attacks until the late game. So you gain everything that he's ever going to get right off the bat, and then you can never get anything else. There was a way to skip it. Alright, anyway. Huh? Oh, wait, sorry, I gotta do his voice. Huh? Oh, rats! Crap, we're going down onto the stage! The crowd. Oh, robble. Oh no, this'll never do. With those two flattened, there's no one to win the girl. How can the story possibly continue? Ah, they're getting back up. Oh. Look, they're survived. Yada, yada, yada. Does he sing here? Neither Draco nor... Oh, wait, we gotta do it in his voice. Neither Draco nor Ralph will win Celes's hand. It is I, Locke, the world's premier adventurer, who shall take her as my wife. He's doing a little bit of a British accent. Oh dear, what dreadful acting. Silence, knave! You stand in the presence of octopus royalty. A low-born thief like you could never defeat me. I challenge you to a duel. Might as well make the most of this. Music! I like the song for this part. It's me again. Long time no see. Did you miss me? Oh yeah, I've just missed you so much, guy. Does he have lightning? I don't think he does. We'll just do an attack. And you always chainsaw him when you have the chance. Oh, big hits. And a back attack for the chainsaw, that's nice. Did we just kill him in 3 turns? Throw it again, I feel like a sucker. Well, kids, hate to ink and run, but I am an octopus. We did. Holy crap, that was the easiest fight ever. I've definitely lost and had to repeat that entire section before because it was a blocker fight if you have a low level. Oh, this is Setzer speaking, so I gotta do my Cajun accent. Hold it right there. Terrible. My compliments on a most impressive performance. Why did he spin her? Dude, did you just strip a lady on stage? That's not cool. Setzer! I'm a man of my word, impresario. I'm taking Maria. What? Unforeseen twists at every turn. Just as we think Maria is to become Locke's new bride, she's dragged off by Setzer instead. What fates lies in store for her now? Be sure to come back and see part 2. That Locke won't be a part of, or Setzer. And Maria might have quit, who knows? Don't worry, I'll give you plenty of attention later. I guess it's working, kind of. Wink. That might be new. I don't remember her ever doing that in the past. What's up, boys?
What a performance. You're a great fake actress, Celes.
Enough!
But the real show starts now. It's time for Act 2. Where's Setzer?
He should be right back. What are you doing here? You're not Maria, are you? Setzer, we need your help. We need to get to Vector. Your ship is the only... If you're not Maria, then we have nothing to talk about. Wait! We heard that your ship is the finest vessel in the world.
And that you were the world's greatest gambler.
And also, we're here. I'm the King of Figaro. If you help us, you'll be well rewarded. And I am a warrior of Doma. Please, I humbly beg for thy aid. Very well, come with me. Then you'll... Don't misunderstand me. I still haven't said I'll help you. I don't know how to do that. It's the worst Cajun accent ever. I'm really gonna struggle with this one. Business has been awful slow lately, thanks to the Empire. You're not the only one suffering. The Empire has been toppling towns and villages left and right.
They're abusing their magitech power and trying to take over the world.
My kingdom was allied with the Empire, until recently. I lost friends, my family. We're at least together in hating the Empire, right? So, please. You know, I think you may be even cuter than Maria. Huh? Oh, look at that. Someone's embarrassed. All right. If Celes becomes my wife, I'll help you. Otherwise...
What? Are you crazy?
Fine. Great. It's settled. But I have some conditions. Why is her face still purple? She's slowly recovering. We flip this coin. If it's heads, you help us. If it's tails, I'm yours. Well, Mr. Gambler? Ha, I like it. I accept.
Celes, are you serious? If you marry that guy...
There is no telling what manner of dishonorable things he might do to thee. Ready? She's still very red in the face. That was a choice they made. Heads, I win. Now it's time for you to hold up your end of the bargain. A valuable trinket indeed. I've never seen a double-headed coin before. I'm afraid you've been hustled, Mr. Gambler. That's part of the game now, isn't it? Ha! How low can you stoop? I can't. I'm not consistent with this accent. This is terrible. I love it. All right, I'll help you. Gambling against the Empire with nothing to lose but my life. I haven't felt so excited in years. My life's a... God. Oh, God, I might just change it. My life's a chip in your pile. Ante up. And I think we get the party back on the ship now, maybe? Not 100% on that. Waddle, 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 waddle.
I can't believe this clunky old thing can fly. Are you sure it'll stay in the air?
When things fail, or when things fall, they fall. Life's a game of chance. You play your cards and fate plays hers.
They'll spot us in the air from miles away if we try to fly this thing into the Empire. We better land a safe distance away.
That sounds like a good idea. I'll stay on board and help the ship ready to take off, keep the ship ready to take off at a moment's notice. In other words, he's not going to help you. Ooh, we're flying towards the Empire, which is like 150 miles from here, but we can still see the spotlights. Video games. I don't know if they pulled off making that look impressive. They tried. They did try. I'll give them that. Alright, so let's go ahead and head into the next town, which is under the control of the Empire, and falling apart, obviously. Obey the Empire. Anyone who opposes the will of the Empire will be strung up for treason. Welcome to Albrook, the occupied city. Just straight up calls it the occupied city. Did we lose any equipment on? Yes, we did. All right, put everything back on her. Probably the relics as well. Yep. Earring and earring. And we're going to give her... No, what are you doing? Earring. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. She probably lost her relic as well. Nope. Relic. Or not the relic, the Esper. Yeah, she did. All right, so that's back on. She didn't learn much of anything. In fact, I don't think anyone did. See if there's anything in the item shop we need. Probably not. Remedy. Oh, they got remedies, but man, they are very expensive. Holy Waters, Phoenix Downs, Tents. Teleport Stone. I think what this does is, if you're in a dungeon, you can use it and it'll take you back to the entrance. So if you have a long trip back to the entrance of a section, you just burn these and they will get you back to where you started. God, it always drives me nuts seeing a treasure chest that you can't reach. I'm sure if you found a way to glitch through the wall, you would find that it's empty, or they put some filler item in there, like a single potion. There's something important on the eastern edge of the continent. The Imperials built an observation post there and won't let anyone beyond it. We have to bribe the Imperial soldiers or they won't let us do business here. In our own city, sob. Defy us and you'll regret it. And they don't actually fight any of us. You would think they know what we look like because we're all pretty high up on the hit list for the Empire. This pub's pretty much an Imperial clubhouse these days. Sheesh, those soldiers think they own this place. Yeah, baby, woo-woo! Hey, you're not an Imperial. Get out of here. Wow. You probably don't even have any money. Actually, we probably have more than any of these soldiers are carrying. Yeah, baby, woo-woo. I think I had a bit too much to drink. Shove off. Can't you see I'm busy? Welcome, tee-hee-hee. And I can't get past there. She needs to get out. Don't do it. Stay out of the way. All right, we made it. Come on, Elixir. Nice. Not a guarantee, but you usually do find at least one in every town. Ooh, nice touch. The music went down when you left that section of the shop. Peace rings, I think, keep you from getting berserk and confused. Amulets. I think. Oh, yeah, look at that. Poison, darkness, and zombie. That is a very nice item if you are worried about those 3 statuses. But they are also very expensive. Man. We'll buy 1. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and swap the relics back for everyone. We don't need those anymore. He was using the black belt. He was using... What was he using? Was it Knight's Code? No, he had Hermes sandals. And so did Cyan, actually. So let's put the Hermes sandals on him. And then you go back to the Brigand's gloves so that you can steal while you're fighting, because that is probably the... This is probably the only 2 relics I'm going to let him use the rest of the game. That's how important they are to his particular build. And then I think Celes was already kitted out. A high potion, nice. Those are 300 gil per night. No, because I think we can actually get some health on the ship. The airship, I think, has the ability to let you sleep. We'll go back to the ship and check real quick. As soon as I finish checking town, that is. See what there is to buy, if there's anything of use. Which we might be done. Imperial capital Vector is right at the center of this continent. Let's back this way. There's the weapon shop. And what do you got? Sword for... What's his name? Venom Claws. We'll buy a pair of that. Bastard Sword, which is the strongest weapon for 3 people. We will get 2 of them. Because we still don't have Terra in the group. I'm gonna get the Sakura, even though Shadow's not in the group right now. And he may not be for a while. And in fact, we had 2 opportunities to put him in the party before we got here. We could have added him before we went into Zozo, and we actually could have added him to the party before we went to the Opera House. In the case of the Opera House, he will automatically leave before you get that far. The game doesn't let you go any further with him. You can find excellent weapons and armor in the shops in Zen to the north and Miranda to the west. But not here, I guess. Alright, go in. Let me in the shop. You slow bastard! Get out of the way! Hey! Empty! And I'm betting this one's empty. Yeah. Thanks, dick. Alright, no... Priest Miter. What this is this is the magic equivalent of the Green Beret. It gives you plus 10% to the magic points. Mithril Vest, which 1 person can wear. Ninja Gear, which I think everyone who could wear it is already equipped. White Dress, again, same thing. So we'll add... Well... I might not need to. Let me see if I have an extra Mithril Vest to give to Cyan. I thought I did have one he could use. I don't. Alright, we'll buy 1 for Cyan. And that should be it. I could give one to Sabin, but we're not going to add him to the party for a while. Equip with Mithril Vest. There we go. All right. Let's go back to the ship. That was everything we could do in town here because there's no story-related segment in this particular area. It's purely for shopping and just flavor because obviously we're right outside of the capital. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can come in and here. Heal. Refresh me. Thank you. Save the 300 bucks. This is an item shop. So you can buy whatever items you want. You do have to pay full price for all of them, unfortunately. Just because Setzer is a gambler, allowing you to use the ship to fight the Empire doesn't mean he's not going to try to make a profit off of you. And I guess he gambles against himself? That's really weird. I think this is where a bunch of your people hang out. Like if you want to come in and find your other party members, I can speak. They'll either be hanging out in here or in the engine room right here. I'm pretty sure all of them have like little predetermined areas that they walk around in if they're not actively in your party. You done? Equip some party members. Don't do a thing. That's how you can respec your characters if you want to have some of them using the best gear and you don't have to buy the best of every item for every character at all. If you just want to equip a certain group, you can have them equipped, and when you have to swap, you can swap back. What's the matter? Lost your nerve? Oh, okay, I'm not going to bother. What's the matter? Lost your nerve against the Empire, blah, blah, blah. Again, who is he playing against? The only people here are employees working for him, presumably. So is he bilking them of all their money every time they get a free moment, like they're off duty? And no, you cannot move the ship, so it's the continent or nothing. The people that we were going to take into the capital are already in our party. We cannot swap back. All right, so we will save real quick. We're going to make the trek to the east, or did they say it was the west? I guess it's the west. No, that's the capital. Well, I guess they're all on the same continent. There's a town to the west and south of where we're at right now. Hopefully we'll make enough cash to actually buy something if we get there and there's something worth buying. Dead. Again, there's going to be some people who are going to learn some spells, and we will do our best to kind of keep everyone rotating so that they all have the chance to learn some different spells in their repertoire, but we're not too worried about everyone knowing everything. Frankly, Cyan does not need to know magic. He does not use it. And if you ever wondered what this is going to do at this level, let's take a quick look. It's expensive, but it's going to be worth it, I'm sure, because she's kitted for magic damage. Well, not as strong as I would have liked. I think that's more of a single target spell. I'm trying to get over there. I might have gone the wrong way. Nah, I don't think they block you. It's a big continent, and you do have a lot of walking to do to get to the other side. I think auto crossbow actually does bonus damage if you shoot a flying enemy with it, but I don't remember for certain. I mean, it did about what I would have expected. Alright, so who had... What was that? Siren? Yeah. So he should have all the spells learned from his. Because Siren taught the fastest of all the 4. We'll leave that equipped with Cyan so he gets a little extra health out of it. We'll do Flash. I don't know if this is going to be any better. Didn't look like it was. Oh, he got berserked. Thankfully, I don't think Berserk or Confuse carry over. If you leave a battle, they end it immediately. Yeah. The ones that stick with you are Blind, Poison, Stone, and Undead. So if you get Petrified, that remains even after you leave the battle. Undead, while actually has a little bit of utility, a very little amount, because he could still fight enemies and they can't kill him, quotey fingers, because he's undead. Unfortunately, he can also attack you, and that's the downside. Thankfully, I don't think that actually spreads from a character who has that effect. I hope we didn't just die. Ooh, that was closer than I would have liked. He's dead. Wow, that was not worth the effort. He stole a potion. Alright, well, she's the heavy magic user, so let's go ahead and burn that. Then we'll make it to the second town here, poke around a little bit, and then we'll call it an episode. See. There's another enemy around here somewhere that we haven't seen yet. It's like a chicken / lizard. Like a mix of the two. So now we are in Miranda. Oh, got a holy water out of that. Again, all these towns under the control of the Empire, so they all kind of look ramshackle and run down. Because the Empire, frankly, does not care about the people that it conquers. It just takes over the territory to have control. Nothing. Whole bunches of nothing. Let's move on. Miranda used to be the most beautiful town on this continent. Then the Empire came along. Now look at it. Those soldiers are out of control, and there's nothing we can do about it. How long do we have to put up with this? As long as they want. Get out of the way, guy. All right, some more priest miters if we want them. We can buy green berets now, but frankly, we don't need to. We have more than enough to equip everybody in the party at this point in time, even Shadow, who's not even in the party. Mithril helms are stronger, however. Now, the one that you really want to look at is this one, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people who can equip it. We can only buy 2 sets. I don't think there's anything that we've found that we can sell that we don't need anymore. Maybe the great swords, I'm not sure. Nah, it's not worth it. I'd be better off just taking some time after the end of this episode and just grinding for more. Well, wait a minute. We have all these extra silver spectacles. We can sell a couple of those. If they're worth it. Not really. Selling is just not worth the effort. You're better off holding on to everything that you find in the game or buy. Go ahead and put on... Who's the one that needs it most? Well, she can't. Can she? She can, but then she loses some of her magic attack, which is not great. I think she's better off wearing the white dress, so we will leave her without it, and we will put it on Cyan. And can you put it on? Yes, you can. We'll put it on Locke. Then we'll try to get a third set for Edgar, and I'll probably do some off-camera grinding again, just to level everyone up. Okay, go this way. What do you got to say, lady? My son was forced into the Imperial army. Oh, I hope he comes home safe. Can't go anywhere there. They're dogfighting. Why'd I have to get stuck guarding a town way out in the boondocks? How am I supposed to get a promotion now? My dog's the strongest. Fight, fight. Yeah, get it. How else are we supposed to have fun in a backwater town like this? Weapon shop. Let's see if there's anything new. He already has a spear. He can get a trident now. Venom claws, which you already had. The bastard sword, which is an upgrade for everybody. I think even better than the trident, but we may stick with the trident. And then boomerangs, which will be an upgrade for Locke. There's quite a bit of equipment that we can get here once I earn a little bit of cash. Zen and Albrook were invaded by the Empire too. What's in here? Saw a bird up top. That might mean this is where a messenger bird goes to drop off a letter. My beloved hasn't replied to my letter. I'm sick with worry. Now, interesting little tidbit here. The person who's actually going to be a part of the resolution to this storyline is in the party right now. It's Cyan. Because later in the game, when everyone gets separated, he actually takes over writing, ghost writing letters from her beloved to kind of calm her. He won't stop asking me to marry him. And the interesting part of that is, you're not actually promised to have Cyan in the party when you get here. So that was just pure serendipity, happenstance, whatever you want to call it. The fact that Cyan was in the party to find out that, hey, she's not getting letters from the soldier that was injured. All right, so I think that's it. Let's go ahead and step outside. And we're going to stop here for this episode. Save. All right, so we made our way through the Opera House. Ultros tried to interfere, but we managed to beat him very handily because we had 2 really strong hits on the backside from not only Locke, who can do back row hits using a long-range weapon, and he does them twice, but also from Edgar, who uses chainsaw in a back attack. So we clapped Ultros' ass in that fight. He had no chance to fight back in that one. That was a very impressive, very quick fight. And we made our way all the way to the Imperial continent. We have not gone into the Empire yet. Once you do, I think you have to sneak around a bunch to get inside the Magitech facility. And then there's a whole long dungeon trying to find... honestly, I don't remember what you're trying to find in there. But we do sneak around. We find a couple more shards of magicite. And eventually we have to break our way out and we meet up with the rest of the party. Sneak off to, want to say, the magic village, the secret magic village that the Empire supposedly wants to meet you at to try to call a truce. But a lot of that is 2-3 episodes into the future. For now, I'm going to do a little grinding, and then we will, at the start of the next episode, go to the last 2 points on the map that we can go to that aren't the capital, which is the city at the very top. I think that's Cyan. And then on the far right is the checkpoint that leads to the Western continent where, if I'm not mistaken, that's where the Magic City is. Maybe it's not. It might be actually on the far right in the center of the world map there. But anyway, that's all in the future. That's going to do it for episode 9 of our extended look at Final Fantasy VI. As always, we do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.